Hey there neighbors, Kevin here with etrailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Curt T-Connector vehicle wiring harness with 4-pole flat connector here on our 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz. If you plan on towing a small trailer, or maybe you have a cargo carrier or a bike rack you want to add some lights to because those bikes or the cargo that you're carrying is blocking up your tail lights and you want everyone else on the road to see exactly what your intentions are, then adding in a 4-pole wire harness at minimum is going to be a must-have. Now, if you are planning on towing a trailer that's going to have brakes on it, you will want to make sure that you get not only your 4-pole wire harness, but also a 7-way installed as well, so that way you can transfer over your brake signal. We have a bunch of different options when it comes to that, whether that's custom fit or a universal fit, depending on your vehicle. And we can get you set up so that way you can tow nice and safely. Now, this is going to transfer over our light signals. That's our stop, our left and right turn, and then also our running lights, and you can even see the clearance light right up front. I have the running lights on right now, so it's transferring that signal back so everyone else can see exactly what we're trying to do right now. Now, this kit specifically is a plug-in option, so it's a super easy install. There's one little cover hidden behind the rear fascia right here. You just pop that out and you should have a connector hidden inside of there that you can easily just plug right into. You'll drape your wiring, the 4-pole harness you see right here, so this white, brown, yellow, and green wiring, you'll just run that over your trailer hitch and then you can have it come down, and there's a nice little cap for you so you can secure it to a tow loop whenever you aren't hooked up to your trailer. So like I said, this is a super easy install. This is one I don't think you need to use the shop for, but if you just don't want to deal with it at all and maybe you just don't have time to, you can definitely feel free to use our dealer locator and find a shop near you to get it professionally installed. Now, if you are wanting to do this yourself, stick around and I'll walk you through the process. Starting off our install, we're going to be over here at the back on the driver's side of our vehicle. We're going to have 3 push pins to remove. You can use a little flathead screwdriver, or if you have a trim panel tool, flathead screwdriver typically works better in most cases. Then from there, we're going to take a 14mm socket, and there's going to be 2 plastic nuts that are on here. Now, these will just spin on you, so you will have to apply pressure. So kind of pull down on it. There we go. And here's going to be our connector. We just got to take it off of the blank. I'm pressing on the wrong spot. That'd be why. A little dusty. There we go. There's the end of our connector. We can grab our harness. We'll pop on the harness, and then we can figure out how we want to route this over to our trailer hitch. We're not using a bracket today. We're just going to be using the little cap that we have on our 4-pole and just running that through. So we want to make sure we can get this over here without touching anything that's going to be hot, which should be easy since our exhaust is over on the passenger side, and just anything else that could be moving. It doesn't look like we have any other moving components right here. We've got plenty of room just with the 4-pole wire to have a little bit extra. So I think I'm going to hide all of this up inside of here. So we have 2 options. We can use the self-tapping screw that comes in the kit, and then also the double-sided adhesive strip. But that double-sided adhesive strip doesn't typically last too long. Within a year, it'll probably fall back off. The stickiness kind of loses its strength over time from hot and cold. So I'm going to probably put that on anyway, and then still shoot a self-tapper up into the bottom here. Just double check it, making sure I'm not going to hit anything, since there are nice openings for me to kind of feel around in there with. What we're going to do is just put it into this pinch weld right here. I'm using that self-tapper. That's giving us plenty of stability there. So at this point, we just need to trace our 4-pole over, and I'm going to have it sit behind, and I'll zip tie it up that way and then have it come down and hook onto our hitch. So I'm going to grab the included zip ties. This is also a point where you could grab the fuse and pop that into the fuse holder. going to give you a 15 amp one in your kit. Press that in. We'll close up our cap. And if you want to, you could also kind of zip tie up all of that too. Keep it nice and tight. I'm going to throw one more zip tie in here, but honestly, this is pretty taut to begin with. All right, we've got it zip tied up. I'm getting my cover back in place. I already got the two plastic nuts back in. And if you look at it, I came out just closer towards the tailgate because there's a bit of a cutout here. I mean, it's real easy, just run the wiring right out that way. Got all my push pins back in. And at this point, it's going to do it for the install. The only thing we need to do is actually test this. So I'm going to drop the lift back down. We'll get our full pull tester out and give this a little test run. Now we can test each light function, starting with our running lights. We have those. We have our left turn, right turn, and then our brakes. Well, that's going to do it for our look at and installation of the Curt T-Connector vehicle wiring harness with 4-pole flat trailer connector here on our 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz. My name's Kevin, and if you still have some questions about what's going to be the right trailer wiring harness for your Santa Cruz, please feel free to reach out to us via our Ask the Experts link, a comment on this video, or a phone call to our customer service department, and we'd be happy to help you out on your journey.